No, I think it's strategic. It depends on the motives of the president and what the president wants to achieve. Currently now, there's need for image laundering of this present administration under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And you can look at the vast experience, of Bianca. Bianca has been ambassadors of so many countries. He has vast national and international experience. He's one of the top recognized diplomat in the world. He has the network. So looking at her, at that position, it looks like the Bola Ahmed government wanted to achieve something. And what he want to achieve will be something that will be disclosed, and Nigeria will get to know later. For going to extra, this is not the first time we are seeing government of the day offering her appointment. We have seen this before, and we have seen her performance in that regard. But I want to tell you, that her appointment for me has two perspectives. One, she's going to occupy foreign minister of state and trying to launder the image of Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the end of the day, using her international network. And secondly, to be close to the presidency in form of taking decisions that has to do with internal affairs, national affairs, and international affairs at the same time. And I can tell you that at every cabinet meeting, federal executive cabinet meeting, he has the boldness, he has what it takes to mention the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So I think in that regard, I feel that the president himself, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, felt that at this point where there is a massive opposition on his government, that he need to take that matter to the Federal Executive Council meeting, where somebody who has that courage, who has that boldness, can come out at any point in time to mention the release of Nnamdi Kanu, without any threat at the end of the day.
Can we say that the appointment is attached to the reason to start asking someone to negotiate?
Of course, because it's going to be a threat to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because Nnamdi Kanu will be put on the table, against the northern interest. So he will use it to negotiate a northern interest at the end of the day. That's what Tinubu is going to turn Nnamdi Kanu's release to politics. That's the essence of Bianca's appointment, because somebody can challenge any opposition at the President Executive Council meeting, even at the cabinet level. So Bianca has the courage, has the will, has the without, has the face, has the aura to stand against any opposition of releasing Nnamdi Kanu right there in the Federal Executive Council meeting. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu is strategic with that appointment. And it is something we should, watch and know the direction where how it tends to go about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, considering the fact that opposition is mounting against from the north against Nnamdi Kanu's release. So Bianca's presence is going to put a balance, in that regard, and for me, it is going to be a record development.
So now the people of the state, the development.
The fact is that it's not a matter of the issue of whether it's on the negative side, whether it's on the positive side. The action coming from the people who feel that Bianca, by the position of her status, we shouldn't have come closer to somebody who everybody believed that hated Igbos. Tinubu hates Igbos by his actions and his ways of doing things, and that he might decide to give Bianca that appointment just to see how he can feel the impact from the eastern part of the country, using Bianca as a point of reference in that regard. So the perception is that APC is not a government that has favored Igbos right from the days of Buhari till this present one, where we are having the least ministers in Abuja compared to other states. So it is a pure marginalization to the Igbos, of course. there's no issue in that regard. But the fact still remains that at every point in time, there's always a reason why something happens and the reason why people must react. But the fact is that anywhere Bianca finds himself, Nnamdi Kanu's issue, Nnamdi Kanu's release, Nnamdi Kanu's negotiation, the issue of Biafra must come to the table. As simple as that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but let me just look at understand, because there are so many things that is going on the ground. I remember just a few days ago, Bianca was in the United States of America, where he addressed Biafran war victorians, in United States of America, and in that forum, in that conference, in that gathering, Bianca actually called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That's the truth. He made it very clearly, but because of telling you that she is already conscious of what she is going to do with the appointment. Or I'm not saying you should not be able to launder the image of Nigeria at the international level or at the local level, considering his international vast experience. But for you to rescue and restore security challenges, normalcy in the entire eastern Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu has always been a factor. Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't have been there in the first place. There's no reason, there's no justification Nnamdi Kanu should be there. But they knew that Nnamdi Kanu is a powerful figure, is somebody that has successfully dwarfed Nigeria. Like what Obasanjo was saying, Obasanjo made it very clearly that Nigeria has failed the black race. That's the former president. Nigeria has failed Nigeria, and Nigeria has failed the black race. What did you tell you?
That the black man has never experienced leadership, and to that extent, Obasanjo down inside his heart, almost Nigerian leaders, they know the capacity of an Igbo man. They know the capacity of Igbo. They know that the Igbo they might not have the required technical know-how to do something, but because of the sort they are connected to, they can solve any problem at any time. How they will do it, you will not know. Take an example of what is happening in this environment today. That is how it is. Anywhere in the world. Those of them who are moving from one place to another now does not understand what the damage this present administration has done to the society. Threatening so many people, sent many companies away. Now they have successfully destroyed the game. They are calling, they are wishing, they are praying that an Igbo woman, an Igbo lady to come and do this election.
So it seems like whenever things tumble, they call up on Igbo.
Of course, we'll do the dirty job for them. How it's going to happen, we don't know. So we are going to, Bianca is going to help launder the image of the dying image of
All right, thank you.